Check these out. Have you seen these before?
No.
So I got this, and I got this.
Oh,
And
wow.
this is a funny story. I also have this, but it didn't. I have to pull it up. Give me a second. They're on Sideshow, and they're literally for a while when I was doing like a lot of like the figure reviews and everything, I had envisioned doing like a budget collectible kind of series. So I would review all like the cheaper figures and deem it like this is a budget collectible, like whatever. And then have the premium collectibles as like the hot toys and the 6 scale statues and all that shit. But there is this line by, oh my God, there's so many Joker things. Let me see if I can find, I found it here. Okay. There's also this Joker hand with a playing card. I ordered all 3 of these, and they're only $75. So these would fall in line when budget collectibles, but they're 1-to-1 scale, like replicas, and they're just super simple, but they're supposedly resin casted. I haven't even opened these, but I have them. They have another they have I didn't even know this at the time, but this company has what they call a Gotham City Grit edition, and that just means it has some more actual like detailing to it, is what I've found out. So like it just makes them look dirtier, right? And the Batman Batarang I have is not part of the Gotham City Grit one, so it's just like cleaner looking, I suppose. And they have the Gotham City Grit edition up for pre-order, but it's still only $75. But I bought all 3 of these, and they shipped them out, and I didn't get the Joker one in the package, and it said it was shipped. So I had to go through this whole fucking nonsense with Sideshow in their customer service telling them like I didn't get this. And like the first dude I chatted with thought I was just like an idiot and don't buy anything from Sideshow. And like this is what it seemed like anyway, because he was like, I had I had coupons, so did them in 2 separate orders so I could use the coupons on each one because I couldn't stack the coupons. So Joker and Harley got shipped out supposed to be together, but I only got Harley, and then Batman came by himself because the other thing I ordered was a pre-order with that one. But then, so I had these 2 different tracking numbers, and this dude tried to tell me like, "Oh, that one's just assigned to this." I'm like, "No, that was this. Like, that's the Batman one. Like, I know that they're both saying that they were all 3 say they're delivered. I only have 2." And then when I told him and explained all this stuff, he just disconnected from the chat session. He just fucking left. So then I had to go through this all over again with another chat representative who just sent me to somebody else. And then they emailed me and were just like, "Oh, just send me a picture of all the contents and what was damaged." And I was like, nothing was damaged. So like the person who transferred me didn't even give them the proper information. And then when I responded with all this information, I didn't get a response. So I was just like super annoyed. So then I emailed him again and told him like, this is kind of annoying. And I was being like, I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I was like, literally, I was like, a cursory glance at my Sideshow purchase history would show that I've spent just thousands upon thousands of dollars with you. Like, I'm not trying to
I'm not gonna
get a free $75 statue out of you. Like,
yeah, if I'm gonna try and scam you out of something, why would it be a $75 statue? Why wouldn't I have done one of my Hot Toys didn't show up?
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was just like, because I just wanted somebody to like respond to me and say, we got you. Let's figure something out. And they just didn't say anything, and it annoyed me because if you notice, this Joker thing and the Harley one, the Gotham City Grit versions are limited edition. So I was also annoyed because I'm like, I have no idea how much interest there is in this stuff. Like, and however long this goes on, and you're just not sending me the thing that you didn't send me, how am I going to know that I don't get it? Yeah. So I was like, I was already annoyed with having to just dedicate this much time, like, because I don't care about what anybody else thinks. Like, My time's fucking valuable, and the fact that I had to waste like 4 hours doing all this bullshit because of someone else's mistake really annoys the shit out of me.
Was the box that Harley came in big enough to hold another one as well?
Ironically, it was, but
Okay.
they put all this that paper stuff in there. So no, with the amount of the paper stuff that they
Okay.
put in there, because they literally the box is like, let me put it this way, I could get the box that has my shipping label on it. I tested that out because I even told him in my email, I was like, I imagine both of these were supposed to have been sent out at the same time. And because
Yeah.
I only got one tracking number for that order, and that order was just those two things. And on the website, on my order history, they both show as delivered. So like I was like, I'm sure these were intended to be sent out in the same package, but they weren't. And then I even after I sent this email, I was like, I thought that same thing. I was like, do these things even fit in here? And they did, but I had to remove that paper stuff out because they sent me like the paper is bigger than the box, is how much paper they shoved in there. So obviously, the whoever put it in there just completely, they just didn't put the Joker one in. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, the person respond after I sent the more shitty email and was like, look at my order history. Like, I ain't trying to do anything. Like, and I even said, like, I'm not suggesting that any other sideshow rep has said anything remotely suggesting that they don't believe me or I'm trying to do this. But like you said, I've spent thousands of dollars with you guys. Why would I try to why would I try to like scam you out of a $75 thing that is literally, I did the math, it was 0.5% of how much I've spent with Sideshow over the years, the cost of
Yeah.
the statue. I'm like,
Yeah.
half of a percent.
And
Like,
why would you say like I mean I guess because maybe somebody might think it makes but why wouldn't you say just the whole shipment never showed up? Like why
yeah,
would you say
right.
Harley came but Joker didn't? Like why like at some point it just becomes like a little too whatever, a little too
It's too much effort, and that's what I was most annoyed about because I had to do and that's what I told him in the after he responded to me or whoever responded to me after my more snarky email. I told him like, "Look, I wasn't trying to come off as like a dick, but I really didn't want to spend more time. I didn't want to dedicate any more of my time to this.
it's a
Like,
little
period.
surprising. I've always heard that Sideshow has really good customer support, and so to hear this is actually a little surprising. I personally have been kind of disappointed with Sideshow customer support. It's not necessarily customer support. The customer support, I guess, reps have always been good. They've always been real helpful anytime I've had an issue. My biggest concern with Sideshow is the few times I had to reach out to them twice on Hot Toys issues where the figure that I got didn't there was something off with it. Like the Captain America Infinity War version I got, the straps on his wrist shields were broken.
Mhm.
Um, so I had to call them to get a replacement for that, and then I had to get a replacement on one other figure. I can't remember now which one it was. Nice.
Look,
Um,
this is numbered too.
oh shit. Yeah,
I
nice.
have it on. It's a 677 of 2000.
Cool. Um, but the replacements that they sent me felt like they were ones that had been returned. They didn't feel new. Like there was
Right.
something the box was just like the tape wasn't quite sealed the right way the new ones were and stuff. So all that the way they handle replacements kind of makes me feel a little I don't know. That's nice. That's real nice.
It looks
Is
good.
that is it metal or is it like just painted plastic?
This looks plastic and this is resin, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, because this has got weight to it. This, you can see I mean, it could be a resin cast too, but it feels more plastic, and you can see like the seam line. I gotta turn this up, my autofocus back on here. You can kind of see the seam line in the tip of the batarang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
It won't focus on it, but it's there. It's too shiny. But this is resin. This has got weight to it for sure. But then it just slots right in there.
That's awesome.
So I imagine the Gotham City Grit version just has a lot more dirt and grime on it. This
Yeah.
does look pretty clean. I really wish they would. I was thinking about this with these in particular. I really wish they would have done two things. Had the grit versions available, sure, but had like a black glove, maybe a different style Batarang or interchangeable Batarangs, like different style Batarangs. But then also having a like an option for you to get a left hand and a right hand. Because then you could like if you could choose like one of each, you could kind of set them up opposite each other. So you could have like one, this way, the other this way, and like you have the thumb like where it's supposed to be, as opposed to now you're just like they're not going to be
Yeah.
facing the same way. But
Yeah.
either way, it'd be cool. But yeah, actually, for $75, I thought this was super cool. Like,
Yeah, it is. It's also unique too. I've never seen a piece kind of like that. Like you have facial busts and stuff like that, but that's something different too. I don't know. It's
well,
pretty
what
eye
I
catching.
what I envisioned with these, what I think would be really cool, is to like get a little, very like, an essentially an invisible wall shelf. So you just like have it sitting on a wall, like
Hmm.
kind of just like sitting there, just like a floating shelf of it. I thought that would be cool. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do with them. I might just have them in the background here, kind of like I have those batarangs just hanging on the wall. I don't know, but yeah, and not to badmouth Sideshow by any means, because no one was explicitly shitty with me in any way, shape, or form. I was annoyed more than anything about the situation. Oh yeah, I forgot I could do this. I don't know if this would be a better camera angle. I don't know if this camera picks up. It's not as good of a camera, but kind of see it.
That's cool.
I got the background blur still from NVIDIA on here, so it's kind of goofing with it, but that's it. And it had a COA and everything that came with it too, but I already put that away. But yeah, that was it. That was my unboxing thing, and I have the Harley one still too. But I'll show you the Harley. I'll show you the Harley and Joker one next week because I should have if we get on here again next week. I should have I should have a couple things because, like I told you, all these things just started shipping at me out of random. I got my shipping confirmation for animated Clone Wars, Obi-Wan, and Anakin as well. So
Oh,
those
cool.
those are coming next Tuesday, and my Joker quote unquote replacement. It's not a replacement, but my Joker statue is going to be showing up on Tuesday as well. So I can show you all
Yeah.
that stuff next week if we have time. Maybe we can start with that stuff. Depending on how much news happens, I guess is really going to be will dictate when we can get into unboxing the statues.